Hi, we're back. Thanks for staying with us. I'm joined in studio now by Matt Chipman. He's the editor-in-chief of the Green Baron Report. Matt, we couldn't do a first show of the new year without having you here to join us.
I appreciate you having me on here to kick it off.
Well, I had a little bit of fun at the top of the program with the expiration of the payroll tax cut, and everybody opened their first paychecks of the new year and said, "What?" But I'm kind of curious for your perspective about going forward here in 2013. Most of the people I'm talking to have basically just kind of shrugged their shoulders and said, you know what, we're not going to be able to rely on the government for anything. We got to fix this ourselves.
Well, agreed. I noticed also there was a slight increase in the sales tax here in California. Everybody's going to share in the issues that we have with government. I mean, we have a massive deficit. There is a debt ceiling coming up here, which is about the one major thing I have concern over, possibly shaking up the market, just like the market shook up before the end of last year when they were trying to figure out who they were going to tax and how they were going to raise a little bit of revenue. But again, we haven't come up with any solutions for the amount of spending that's going on.
They just keep kicking the can down the road, and we have to function amongst all of this partisan bickering, amongst all of this garbage. When you're looking at things going forward in 2013, opportunities to generate growth and revenue, what sectors are you looking at right now?
Well, there are a lot of sectors that I look at because we look at really any opportunity that I think could make a lot of money. I think low-price stocks have been almost kicked to the curb this last year. Some of them are tremendously undervalued, and I'll go into one specifically that you had on your show earlier. But I think what people have realized is that regardless of who's in charge in Washington, that as Americans we're going to try to do as best we can. Right. Whether they tax us more or less, whatever. You're going to go on in your business. You're going to fight, and you're going to try to succeed.
Of course.
And so people are going to put their money to work eventually. Once I think people have a little more confidence in the economy, and we are showing strength in a lot of sectors. In housing, the numbers so far this quarter have been decent. So there's the different areas I like, quite a few.
Well, you mentioned a company that we're looking at. We just had one of their subsidiary presidents on the program just a moment ago, Brooks Pickering with LIG Assets. I know that's a company you're looking at as well.
I have to say, of course, when I start off that that I own a lot of stock in the company. I've been following LIG since April very actively, and I talked to them quite a bit. There was an announcement on December 19th. And I want your viewers to take a look at it because it is a milestone watershed announcement and one of the biggest announcements I've seen for any small company. They made a strategic alliance with one of the premier companies in commercial real estate, and the person who's behind it, Victor Russell, is a name that you should look up. This company, I think, is going to make a pile of money. They have a 10-cent book value. The stock's trading at 2.5 cents. They have a buyback program. Need I say any more? This is something that I would want your viewers do your research, but this is one to take a serious look at.
A little bit less than 30 seconds left. If people want to know more about the Green Baron Report, find out what you're all about, what can they do?
Go to thegreenbaron.com, click on any join icon, and start getting our stuff. Start looking at what we're saying and the companies we're following. We're going to be presenting a new stock alert on Tuesday next week. It'll come out before the open. This company is fantastic, and I think you're going to see some nice activity. Whether it's a trading opportunity or an investment, I think either way you can make some decent money.
Matt Chipman, editor-in-chief of the Green Baron Report, thegreenbaron.com. Matt, always appreciate your analysis.
Glad to be here, Don. Thank you.